Well, Bo, throngs of green clad have filled the streets of America's most Irish big city for the South Boston St. Patty's Day Parade. And that's our first hot topic, brought to you by Funny Girl at Walton Art Center. So yesterday's parade celebrated the heritage and contributions of all those who hail from the Emerald Isle. The parade dates back to the turn of the 20th century and marks St. Patrick's Day and, I did not know this, Evacuation Day, when British troops left Boston during the Revolutionary War. The parade rolled through the neighborhood of South Boston, a center of Irish American heritage, and people of Irish descent make up more than a fifth of the population in Boston. Did you know that?
I have. I've been to Boston, and it is extremely Irish there.
Oh,
yeah. The food's great, the people are great, the culture's great, the booze is great.
Oh.
And I've never been on St. Patrick's Day.
Okay.
But I have a friend that lives there now, and he's like, this is wild. This is incredible. And yeah, I mean, the culture is very, very prevalent there.
I have a confession to make.
Yes.
I have never been to a St. Patty's Day parade.
Really?
I know, I never
You
have.
seem so paradeable.
I seem so
Is that a word?
Paradeable.
It is now.
I parade
you
myself.
You just parade everywhere.
I parade everywhere, but don't go to them. So I need to go to one, I guess, next year.
Or just be in one.
I'll just be in one. I'll be a leprechaun.
Yep.
Great
It
plan.
works.
I love it. All right. Well, are you a Ted Lasso fan?
I love those cookies. Have you ever made the little biscuit cookies?
No, the show, Ted Lasso.
Well, no, he brings everybody those cookies.
Oh.
You ever watched Ted Lasso?
Oh,
Clearly
yeah.
not.
Well,
Revealed.
Guess what? The mustache is coming back, okay? Ted Lasso, the dramedy about a fiercely optimistic American soccer coach in London, is set to return for a fourth season. So this has officially been confirmed this past Friday. There were kind of rumors about this, but yes, it's totally confirmed. Now, no word on when the episodes are going to become available or when, like, kind of where they are in the production process.
We just know they're happening.
We just know they're happening. Jason Sudeikis hinted that the new episodes would be about taking chances. So yes, okay, you found me out. I don't have Apple TV Plus, so I've never watched this. But people tell me all the time I would love it. Come on.
Okay,
I need the login.
I got you.
Come on, help me out, friend. And then we can talk about the cookies or whatever. But you're excited for this one?
It's going to be good. I haven't finished season 3. Because season 4 wasn't out there. The problem with like Severance, I watched it so early, and then it's going to be 17 years until season 2. So
I hate that.
I get nervous about shows that I get really invested in.
Because you don't want to get attached, and then that's my excuse. That's why.
So I'm happy that this is coming back.
Yeah, I think fans are too. Yeah. Well, Wendy Williams is officially out of the hospital and has been spotted out and about in New York City. I have been obsessed with this whole Wendy Williams story. So the former talk show host grabbed a bite to eat at an Italian restaurant in New York City's trendy NoHo neighborhood on Saturday night. And actually, earlier in the week on Wednesday, she enjoyed her newfound freedom with another dinner at the NoHo spot. She was joined by her niece, Alex Finney, and she even gave an interview over the phone on The View. She's just temporarily out of her assisted living facility, so no word on when she's going to return or what the results of her hospitalized tests were. That's why she had gone into the hospital. So it's fascinating.
Good to see her
if
out.
you haven't listened to that interview, I listened to it this morning, and she's adamant about, I am fine. I am here.
Got to get back out there.
Right. So I'm just hoping that.
And get that Italian food, which seems to be a priority.
Yes, get the Italian
Get
food.
that Italian
Who
food,
knows
girl.
what she's eating in that place?
It doesn't
So,
matter. It's Italian food.
Exactly.
It's always going to be good.
Absolutely.
When you're there, you're family.
When you're there. Now, this year marks the 100th anniversary of the Grand Ole Opry, Nashville's ultimate destination.
You ever been there?
For country music? I have been there, actually.
Have you been on stage?
No.
Well, that's the next, you never
That's
know,
fine.
man.
That's the next step,
But
right?
Grand Ole Opry is amazing. It was a 1925 radio broadcast barn. Like, it's a dance show. Can you believe this?
I had no idea, in front of a studio audience, right? And so, 100 years now. By 1974, the Opry moved for more space to its current 4,000-seat home in Nashville. So
You ever
very
been to
exciting.
Opryland? It
No.
doesn't exist anymore, but it was like a theme park, kind of like our Silver Dollar City here in the
No
Ozarks.
way.
And yeah, they had this roller coaster. It's called the Screaming Delta Demon, and Google it. It's
Google
fascinating.
it.
The old Opryland, yeah.
Oh, well, how about that? Well, okay, now I love this one. I'm a big Beatles fan. What about you?
I'll listen to some Beatles.
Come on. Okay, you
I
get down
listened
to
them in
climb with some
college.
Well, a commemorative coin honoring John Lennon was unveiled by the Royal Mint in Britain this past Friday. Now, it's released during the year of the iconic singer would have turned 85 years old, which is crazy to me. It's marked with the former Beatles' name, a portrait of his face in profile, and the name of his famous solo hit, Imagine, of course, right? Now,
imagine all the coins they're going to be making.
Imagine all the coins that people are going to be hoarding with his face. Now, it's based on a picture of him taken by music industry photographer Baum Gruen on the roof of Lennon's penthouse in New York City. So really cool. I definitely think that's more of a collector coin.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if you can you spend that? Like, are we going to be accepting Lennon coins at,
who knows?
The grocery store?
Well, definitely not here.
Okay,
but,
just checking.
But yeah, it's kind of cool though that they're honoring him. 85 years old he would have been, so.
Yeah, that's, wow.
I know, it's really cool. Well, this is a totally different story.
Okay.
Are you ready for it?
Maybe.
Cougar cubs have been discovered living in the Michigan wild for the first time in more than 100
Just like naturally?
years. Yes. Okay, so I had no idea. Cubs are believed to be about 7 to 9 weeks old.
He's so cute.
I know. They were verified from these pictures taken on March 6th by a local resident. Now, the resident wishes to remain anonymous. It's the first time cougar cubs have been verified since the big cats were hunted out of extinction.
It's so cute.
Yes.
Did they only make that pose?
I know,
wow.
they're so stinking cute. I didn't realize they were hunted out of extinction in the early 1900s.
That's less cute.
Yeah, that is less cute. However, Michigan Department of Natural Resources say that safety concerns aren't an issue with residents, and they should say their cougars are endangered to the area. Definitely be left alone, but they are precious.
Yeah, the only cougars I encounter are on Saturday nights, and they're dangerous.
Dangerous, but those are cute.
Those are cute,
I'm a big fan of this.
I want to go pet one and then get mauled.
Well, maybe if they're a baby, you won't get mauled. Just fingers crossed. Well, Sting and Shaggy have reunited to collaborate on a new happy reggae song. I'm excited. Till a Morning is an upbeat song showcasing some of the pair's playfulness, and Sting said there's a lot of joy in this song, and I feel it's kind of necessary at this time in the world. Shaggy said that it's a feel-good track, adding, quote, there's an energy with this record that, we haven't felt in a long time, and it's just sunshine and joy. I am ecstatic about this.
What a collab. Like, that was not the collab I was expecting to hear in today's Hot
Really?
Topics.
I did not.
Are they just like homies hanging out all the time?
Yes, they've collaborated on other songs before, and I didn't know that.
I haven't been following their beautiful relationship. This seems like a sitcom that needs to be aired.
I know, they literally look like besties.
I want season 4 of Sting and Shaggy.
Retweet, same.
Yeah.
Okay, well, here's the sequel news for you. Lindsay Lohan and Jamie Lee Curtis have reunited.
I have heard about this.
Yes, for
Freakier Friday.
Yes, now it's set years after the original switch between Tess and Anna, and Anna's a single mom with a teenage daughter, and she's engaged to marry a man with a daughter of his own, and the two families navigate their blending lives when another switch happens. Chad Michael Murray's set to return for this one, so it's set to hit theaters on August 8th. I'm excited about this. I feel like we all want some nostalgia.
And Jamie Lee Curtis is hilarious.
She's awesome, absolutely, and I love this Lindsay Lohan comeback. So anyway, that's our Hot Topics.
All right.